welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Turn it up! Turn this thing up! Let's go!
Please welcome your defending AFC South champions, Houston
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Damian Pierce now to return it. Escapes a defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on it out. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. So it's second down coming up.
I don't think there's any question about it. You can see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look, third down coming. From the gun, Stroud. He's running for it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Kirk comes in motion right. They give inside to Chubb. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, because they drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Second and 13. That's him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Taken in by Kirk right side. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Man in motion, out of the slot. Stroud off the play fake. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. Chubb going for the marker. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I'm going to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. It's about 43 yards for it. Up and good from Fairbairn. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Not quite the same roar out of the crowd, Kate, that you're going to get with a touchdown, but still plenty of noise coming down, and that defense now gets to take the field with the lead.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. Spins out of one stop. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Just 2 to go. Baker now from the gun. Got a man. This is Evans. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it. And then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Now carried by Irving. No one around. He's got space. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gutter. Come on. You know, getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, it's certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. This one's caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it on that opening drive, Brock. He was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a third time for 6.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Pierce now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. He's going to tuck it and run. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Schultz with the catch. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Stroud now. That's caught. This is Kirk. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Now it's Stroud on the keeper. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Here's a job on second down. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's third down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. To the air. Stroud. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the Stroud moving.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First down, Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. He felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd and 6 coming up here. John running out of the gun. Still has room inside the 15. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Trying to throw here out of the gun. The throw is caught. And in for the Houston touchdown. The Texans with a slim 2-point lead early. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone, and we take the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans push their lead to 3. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Irving here from the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Mayfield now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain, the space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
And the Texans go in nickel coverage, third down. Now Mayfield. That's caught for the first. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, here's Baker. He finds Evans, left side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And a Buccaneer first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Irving on the inside give. This is ahead for about 5. Play made by E.J. Speed.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Right back to Irving now. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 3rd and 2, here's Mayfield. And he's got it, it's in close. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early advantage for the Texans. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Ready to go with our second quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. Complete on the option. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take a second quarter lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take a 4-point lead.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
I'll tell you what, Jay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming on the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Into the second level past the 30. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
This offense is sending a message, winning the battle up front on consecutive snaps. There's got to be some urgency here defensively. You just can't keep getting walked backward this easily.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Escapes the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a second quarter lead. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. It looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him. Had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans push their lead to 3. Has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack of feel and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Once again, Irving. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
First down, Buccaneers.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory. It's a gain of 5. That brings up second down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's the give to Irving. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. There's a toss to White. And he won't get back to the line, Bronk. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. From the left hash, this is from 47. Charging down the middle, and they block it! And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
The Texans with their offense back out there as Nick Chubb returns to the field. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Begin the drive with Chubb. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Stroud. Pass out quickly here to Kirk. And he looks it forward to the 43-yard line. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He has the first over the middle. And they make the stop. I'm going to say about the 37-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there. That's going to move the sticks.
I may love love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Completes it downfield to Kirk. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Didn't sell the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for 2nd down.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Stroud now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended target. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good than get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Set up for the kickoff. Rashad White on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. They had their field goal blocked last time out, so 3 points poorer on the scoreboard than they expected to be right here. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Outside, this is a blue cut. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. Now, why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. We've got a screen to the running back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Carry here for Irving. And he will be stopped now, but what to like about that effort?
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Baker now off to play fake. This finds Evans, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
22-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run this with Irving. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. The linebackers, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
3rd and short, Mayfield. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
He's got a man left. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
It's a gain of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 4-yard line.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Man in motion, headed right. Baker throwing again. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers take the lead on that successful kick.
Texans 20.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's Traymon Smith with the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Texans first down.
2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Texans who have 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. To the air, Stroud. Gets it to him on the screen. He loses the football. But fortune on the Texans side. One of their guys got to it. They're going to keep the football. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own.
Previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. All right, all set up now, 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Here's a screen now for Chubb. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Stroud again. Steps up and he's running with it. And Stroud gets him the first with a slide down at the end of it.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
1st down throw by Stroud. Oh, he's going for it again. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead just before halftime. Nico Collins with a touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans push their lead to 6. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's White on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Godwin sent in motion right. Here's 2nd and 2. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be blocked out at the 42. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Mayfield now from the gun. That's him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Connects on the crosser. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios in the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and you know, we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here's White on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Buccaneers and receiver Mike Evans headed back out. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Baker now. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now carried by Irving. He stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds. change it, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
Mayfield keeps it himself. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Going with Irving here. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They think the hands off. Now it's Mayfield. That one's complete right side. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking slant route, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Play action. Here's Mayfield. Finds a man right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Once more, it's Mayfield. Time, this is Ibuka. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now. Now it's Irving. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Baker now from the gun. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker.
A gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun here. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Jump off caught by his back. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Throwing again, it's Mayfield. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. Caught near the goal line. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get this one tied. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Well, no doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown when the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route, didn't you?
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry and the best of them, they do it all the time, just like that one right there.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll take the lead.
Buccaneers 28, Texans 27.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Pierce now on the return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Second half's going to start with a run by Chubb. It's an excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
That's good for a Houston Texans.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Chubb here on 1st down. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
First down from the red zone. It is in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grab the lead on their first series of the half. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
So now the Texans decide not to pull the offense. They're not kicking. They're going for 2.
The Texans.
Here's Stroud throwing for it. He's got it. Looks like both feet are in, and that's going to get them 2 points. As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Irving on the inside give. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Right back to Irving now. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
1st down, Buccaneers.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play, and now they face 2nd down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing again is Baker. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down, ball at the 36. Baker now off the play fake. Catch made left side by Luka. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. And the Texans have recovered it.
Yeah, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Texans with their offense back out there as Nick Chubb returns to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Here's Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
All right, here we go. Second down. Mayfield now from the gun. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers tie this game 35 apiece. All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Pierce now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out now come the Texans on offense. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end left. And out to Chubb to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
On play action, here's Stroud. Taken in by Kirk right side. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up 4th down.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. They get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Oh, another target there for one of the busiest members of this offense, but this one nearly ended in disaster.
Yeah, kind of become a victim of his own success, right? They're keying on him extensively now, knowing that ball could be headed his way, and that time it should have been a takeaway.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. That one's good to Godwin. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Once again, Irving. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Here's the give to Irving. And they take him down right along the 30. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Baker. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Irving here from the gun. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Third and 4 coming up now. to throw, Mayfield. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Looking for the back that time. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and it's incomplete.
So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives us the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We got a no power.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Pierce now on the return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing is Stroud. Give Kirk another one. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Stroud completes it quick. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give them an even 10 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate. It turns into a nice gain.
Football on that 47-yard line. First down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Chubb up the middle. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be 3rd and very short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Shotgun now for Stroud. This connects with Higgins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 29-yard
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give inside to Chubb. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? But they're the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Now it's Stroud. This one's out to Noel, left side. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Oh no, the ball is loose. And this one belongs to the Buccaneers. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
The Buccaneer offense back out for another. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. On the ground, it's a give to Chubb. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
The Buccaneers add another DB. Third down coming up. Back to throw. Stroud. And in for the Houston touchdown. The Texans take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside. You know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Baker now from the gun. Completes this one to Otten. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here's Baker to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Bucs getting set up to punt now on 4th down. On comes Riley Dixon. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. First and 10 now from the 30. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
15 yards. Now Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
I think one of my first welcome to the NFL moments, Kate, was my first rookie mini camp. And in the West Coast system, and Mike Holmgren, who taught like Bill Walsh, it wasn't just getting a completion. It was putting it right on the spot so the receiver could do damage like we just saw.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you get double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Stroud now. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
One thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
He'll step up, and there he goes. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's Chubb. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now lead by 10. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans drive their lead to 11.
Texans 49, Buccaneers 38.
has it all set up for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Tampa Bay ready to head out to the field. Their last drives didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. This one taken in by Otten. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 29-yard line.
Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
First down, here's Baker. He finds Evans, left side. And he'll get it up to the 44.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Baker throwing again. Connects on the crosser. He's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job. Enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
Sticking in the air. Here's Mayfield. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. So the touchdown was only a part of it, Brock. They're going to go for 2 now and try to make this just a field goal game.
The Bucs will set up for the
They motion a receiver left. Throwing again. It's Mayfield. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late.
49. Buccaneers 46.
Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Texans and Christian Kirk headed back onto the field. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Begin the drive and jump. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans only up by a few. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Chubb. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game. Not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
And the Buccaneers clogging up the throwing lanes. We got 6 DBs out there. 3rd down. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he's taken down. It's a quality yardage on that play. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll run. This is Chubb. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot. Now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the Texans. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.